But now I want to move on to a broader application. And I want to reiterate that Sam just gave testimony that in a very difficult situation, dealing with people that might be considered rejects in society. Is that an overstatement?
No, I think
Criminals.
That's a fair statement, Dale. That's a very
various levels, people that society tends to wish weren't around, and puts them in cages literally, and kind of wishes the problem would go away. And you have found that emotional intelligence works with what might be described as the dregs of society. Is that fair?
Absolutely. That's a fair statement.
Okay, because you're discovering the humanity within. So here's the question for our good friend Wanda. Wanda, let's just say that you've been hired to conduct emotional intelligence with Congress. Think about it for a moment and tell me what you would say to Congress given the challenges of this situation, the bipolarity, the lack of support, the lack of any attempt whatsoever to understand where the other person is coming from. What would be your message to Congress today, considering that in all probability, your counsel, if heeded, could save the country from major disaster?
Well, that is a really interesting question. And to be honest, I have thought about it so many times, because I said, from my point, from where I am, what I can do, because everybody in the world, in America, in some point of another, have asked what's going on, what is missing there, and just assume that the Congress should be a place where our leaders with the capacity of thinking and understanding and looking for the best of our country. And I think that we have to start from a point of what is the objective of the Congress or that group of people. Because to be able to work in alignment and with a clear purpose, we have to see what is the objective or the vision or the mission of that group or that organization. That is kind of leadership 101. If you put me in a middle of people that they don't know or they are not in agreement of what is the purpose of that organization, the first thing for me is look for why you are here. What is your vision? What is your purpose of being part of this Congress, of this organization? Because if we are not in alignment as a group, it's not going to work. And it's happening. That's the problem now. That I think that people are there or are in a position, but they doesn't have a clear understanding why I'm here, and if I'm in alignment of the purpose of the position.
So how would you help them clarify their purpose?
We have to see.
Is that a step in the self-awareness?
Oh, totally. I have to ask people, why in the world you are here? Why are you serving America? Why you choose this path? What is the reason? What is your objective? Is just for the title? Is just for the money? Or you really care about this country? Because if the purpose is that we as a group care about this country, we have to forget our individual agenda and work towards America and the United States of America. But I think that that's the main thing. Self-awareness comes with the sincere honesty and integrity point of view that why I am here and why I want to serve in the position that I am in. And if I'm not in alignment with the purpose that is help the United States respect the Constitution or whatever rules and laws follow and are guided this country or are good for this country, maybe I shouldn't be here. And that is a point of view or a question that I would ask each of the people that are there before even start to try to change or transform or look for a common consensus of why you are here, because we should be part of the Congress because we want a better country for our generation, the next generation, and what that means. Probably we all want a better country, but each of us has a different perspective or a different vision of what is that. And then we have to be in a consensus and say what we are going to do and what is our vision of a better country. You know, what is better education? What is better benefit? What is a law and order? What is that?
Let me ask you this. To achieve a common vision, does everyone have to agree on the details?
Nope.
Nope.
No, because that's the beauty. That is the masterminds. We could agree in build a building, but each of the creativity, the ideas of each of us is going to be putting a big pot of ideas, and then without any hidden agenda, we are going to decide which is better for us and our purpose. Not because it's my idea, have to be the best one. I just want to be a brainstorming of idea. How is the best way, which is the best way that we as a group, we could accomplish our goal. But if the goal is not clear, we are not all in alignment to be a better country, a better nation. Everybody is just sabotaging the process.
Right.
And we don't know why, but apparently this is what is happening. We all are sabotaging instead of building.
So your first step would be self-awareness, clarification of goals, clarification of purpose. Why am I here and what should I be accomplishing?
Mhm.
Now, your second one is self-control. How would you present the self-control concept to a divided Congress?
Self-management and self-control comes with respect. I think the way how we express our ideas, respecting the diversity of thinking of other people, but also respect the way, the time, and the resources, and mainly respecting the citizenship, the people, because it's not about us. We are leaders because people choose us one way or another. We are not because we are the master of the universe. And we have a mission, and we have to serve the people that elect us in one way or another. That means that how I manage myself has to reflect the ideas, the people that choose me. And I will ask them if in the way that you are behaving, the people who choose you feel proud of you or not, you know.
Well, we know the public perception of Congress is very low. So you would think that with that being the truth, we could do something about it. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we've covered self-awareness and we've covered self-control. And part of self-control for Congress would be to learn to respect, not necessarily agree with, but respect and encourage different opinions.
Mhm.
I, for example, have used this concept of the body politic, the cycle of the body politic. And one of the key aspects of the body politic, which is a descriptive cycle of where people are at any given time on a continuous circular continuum. And I'm referring to Benjamin Disraeli in another presentation that I just finished today. But one of the key elements is there has to be dissension in order for a society to be successful. That doesn't mean revolution. That doesn't mean violent demonstrations. That doesn't mean storming capitals. That means expressing different opinions. And in your case, suggesting that emotional intelligence is to respect, accept, and learn from those differing opinions.
Oh,
So,
totally. It's supposed to, each of those congressmen or congresswoman, and in my best understanding, obviously I'm not an expert in politics, they should listen to the people that choose them. That
right,
means that they're going to have a lot of new ideas, fresh ideas that come from the people in the ground that they could take and refine those ideas, because sometimes people doesn't know the macro, just the micro, but they should know the macro. That means that if they take those ideas and take it to the macro and see it, how this is going to impact the big picture, this is why they are there and we are here, because we expect more, and from that behavior of researching, looking, and looking for consensus of what is the best for the majority of the people, because at the end that's the reason why they are there, I would think.
yeah. Sounds like you're segueing into the third element, social awareness.
Yep, because social awareness is okay. I know why I'm here. I know how to express myself, my ideas, my opinions. Let me listen with empathy what the other people are telling and saying about solutions. What how we could actually improve this, and listening up and listening down. That means listening to the people and listening to other congressmen and listening to other people that actually, and how the people feel, because it's like you were saying, people expect that they behave in certain ways. Okay, why people are not accepting or receiving our acts? What is going on really in the on what how we do things and how we say things and how we are behaving? All that information come with the actions, with the words, how the people are behaving. And that is social awareness, is be aware of how my actions impact the rest of the environment and the rest of the country in these terms. And then I'm going to, with empathy, with listening, without understanding, look what is the best solution. It's not going to be perfect, but could be intentionally for excellence. That means that it's hard, it's almost impossible that you're going to please everybody, but at least you could do the best for the majority. And then when people see results, are going to say, this is kind of working, but at this moment, it's not working. Listening to the people, to the results.
Yeah. It seems to me that the fourth element, relationship management, is right now one of the most critical elements needed in our Congress in emotional intelligence. Can you comment on that? What is the responsibility of Congress for relationship management, for the divisiveness, for the negative press, the accusations flying back and forth? What would you say to Congress about relationship management at this point?
Well, the thing is that they have a big responsibility. They are the examples for most of us. That means that how they behave, how they respect, how they listen, how they communicate, is like the kids learn from the parents. That means that if they are not behaving, they don't have safety or healthy relationship where they could listen to each other, they could respect, even though they think different. That's okay. If you like basketball and I like baseball, we're still friends. That's okay. But we love sports. That means that we love our country. You could be red, you could be blue, but how we as a group we could communicate and we could show that we have that empathy, that respect for each other, that we know how to listen, how to evaluate ideas, and then people are going to learn that we could still be communicating even though we think different, and we need to respect each other. But it's like a mirror, it's like the example that people are just watching, and not only in the United States, all over the world. All over the world are watching us, how we do things, how we deal with things. And sometimes it's a shame.
So would you say that Congress should be focusing on, yes, we have different approaches, we see the same problem, but we have different approaches, but let's not tear ourselves apart over them.
Should
Let's
be.
find as close to common ground as we can.
And
That would,
that should be the commitment from
yeah,
the day one. You know, if you are running for a position like that, you could commit yourself to look the common ground, to make this country a better one, to help people. It's not a hidden individual agenda, my name, me, ego, money. Is you what we go back to the self-awareness. Why you are doing that? Why you are serving the country? Why you took that position? Why you run for that position? It's not easy.
yeah.
Why you are doing it? You have to have a strong purpose to be able, or a strong reason that only you are the ones that, with integrity, with character, with honesty, you have to actually do it, and do it right.
You know, and we can, we can wrap up the discussion pretty soon, I think.